What up, what up, what up? I just had a crazy idea. I wanted to share it with you guys, and I think you're going to like it. It has to do with Loom. Let's get into it. What's going on, guys? How you doing? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. And I've had some things happen to me recently where I wanted to kind of bring this to your attention. So in the internet marketing world, like a lot of people that are, successful are using Loom in order to respond to emails. So this is what happened to me recently. And I've had this happen in the past. I just kind of put it on the back burner until it started to really talk to me, right? So Dion and I recently went to an Orlando digital mixer is what it was called. So basically it was a bunch of people that do internet marketing and people that are involved digitally inside of the Facebook ads and Google ads and how to outreach and target people, that kind of thing, right? So basically, first thing, I found out a lot of people didn't know about GoHighLevel, and when I did find the people that did, they were all super excited about it. So but anyway, since we were there, Dion and I got to talk to a lot of different people, and one of the guys that we talked to, his name was Carlos. So for whatever reason, we bumped into each other, and he started telling us that he was a digital marketer, really likable guy. I could tell he's pretty successful, and he had asked me a few questions because right now we're using GoHighLevel, and I have Manny making all these phone calls to people that are landscapers, right? So GoHighLevel can do all these crazy things, right? It can, answer phone calls for you. It can do internet marketing, email marketing, social post, and just a whole list of different things that happen in the background, like a CRM system. So what had happened was me and him started talking, and he asked me who my target market was, and I was like, hey, I have Manny calling landscapers that might be interested in this service. And he goes, wait, stop. I got a whole program, already built, because he runs a digital marketing agency, or he works in a digital marketing agency, and people come to him with ideas that they have, and he builds out workflows. And he said, oh, I have French drains that a lot of landscapers want those jobs because it's it's a high ROI, right? So it's low cost to do, but it pays out good. And in order to get those jobs, there's a little bit of some hoops they have to jump through in order to get it, but I have all of the marketing already set, and I ran it a few times, and it actually works. It works out pretty good. Actually, I was a little taken back because I didn't know what his angle was, right? So I sent him an email, and what he did was he sent me a Loom back. So this is something that you guys can use when you're talking to your leads, like DJ companies. Somebody hits you up and they're like, oh man, I just want to know what your prices are. So you can hop on a Loom, and right here it's like him waving to me, right? That's awesome, right? You're showing your personality, you're showing who you are as a person. He's able to share his screen and show me what his plan was, and then of course he actually gets to see if I saw it or not. So that's kind of exciting. So it shows up over here, and if you guys are unsure of what Loom is, right, like over here, I just recorded another one, and I was like, oh man, the mouse is kind of in my face. So all this information's here, who saw it, how long it's been there, and it's really kind of exciting. And if you want to edit it, you go into the captions, and then you would just edit it. So what does this do? Well, number one, this shows your personality, this shows your professionalism, and it also kind of just shows that you're going the extra step for your lead. Maybe they're sending you an email and they're like, oh, I just want your prices. Well, I'll do you one better. I'll talk to you right now, and then we'll be ready for you whenever you want to, make this happen, or whenever it's a good time to, sit down and talk more about your event, right? So what you can do is kind of like what I'm doing now, is just sharing my screen, and then I can physically show them. I'm like, hey, look, if you go to djsorlando.com, you can check out some of the stuff that we have, and then I can be like, oh yeah, these are different types of events that we do. And if you're unfamiliar with services, you can check those out. We got pages already made for you. And then also I can tell them, hey, look, this is our app that we created. You can use that as well. If you're, having a wedding event, you can download our app. And then you can also be like, all right, you can go to the contact us page and check out a good time to talk. Now we're doing Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays because, DJ companies, we're pretty busy on, Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays, and Thursdays is our attempt to have a day off. Or you can fill out one of these, be added to our automation system, and then we'll follow up with you. And of course, they're also getting this video of me talking to them. So a couple different implications, right? Like, I was talking to Beloved yesterday, and I was like, well, what if you ended up getting the emails of principals or assistant principals for schools, right? Like, if you wanted to build your school clientele, you could create a Loom, do one of these wave things. Hey, look, check out my check out my Loom, and then you can have the same link inside of all these emails that you send out. Send one marketing email that's pretty well written, and then I would use chat.ojoy for that. And then you would have this video going, hey, look, check this out. And then you would send it to principals and assistant principals, and then you would just talk about your services and that you're registered with the schools, you're fingerprinted, or whatever your state needs in order to do more school events. And then you would, in the video, say, hey, look, I don't know if you're in charge of, whoever's, the DJ or the entertainment service for your proms and homecomings, but if you could pass this along, I would love to, either talk to you on a Zoom call, or you could, just go to the school and demonstrate, what you have. But this would be a way or a flag for somebody to at least check out your video rather than just getting a random, email. Like, what's this? Like, who's this guy, right? And on top of that, if whoever clicks on the link, it'll show you how many times it was viewed. And then within the Loom system, they could leave a comment, and then you could reply through there. So I'm telling you that not every company or your competition is going to be doing all this stuff or even think about this stuff to do it. Yet it's very common in the internet marketing world. It's very common in the hypnosis world or any coaching world. I've actually had people go to my YouTube channel and then record themselves on a Loom and talk about, my channel, how they can help it out, and it's more personalized. So again, if you were sending out a mass email, he was like, hey, principal, how you doing? Or hey, assistant principal, or hey, faculty and staff, I'd love to talk to you guys more about my DJ services. I would love to put in a competitive price, or at least talk to you about all the different things that we have to offer, versus what you may be using now. We are fingerprinted, I'd love to talk to you more about it. And if you're not the person in charge, you could do us a huge favor and just kind of send it to them, and then we'll take it from there, or add them to our email campaign. So if you don't have, emails and workflows set up, you would probably want to set that up with GoHighLevel. And then of course I'll leave an affiliate link, or if you want to become one of my sub accounts, I can set it up for you and show you how that works as well. Plenty of material on the YouTube channel for you to check out, plus more to be coming soon. So because the more times you post something, the more the algorithm will be able to check out the type of content that you're producing. So with that in mind, again, you can't underestimate the power of Loom. Again, I met this guy at a convention. I sent him an email saying, hey, what's going on? I'd love to talk to you some more. And he goes, okay, well, let me show you exactly what I got going on. He's smiling. You can have one of those for your videos. And then depending, I got different people hitting me up for weddings and stuff, so I could just hop on a Loom and then send them a video so they could check that out as well. But super cool stuff. So guys, can't explain enough how you could set yourself apart from somebody else just by displaying yourself on the screen, showing your professionalism, showing the different things that you offer, showing them which path to go, how to get to your calendar, how to fill out forms, and then find out if it's a win-win between your services and what the client is looking for. Again, guys, make sure to follow me on the YouTube channel. More content will be coming as more ideas are flowing these days. So I'll be talking to you soon. Thanks, guys. Peace.